Hey, everybody, welcome back to day 94 of 100 Days of Halloween. I hope you are well and enjoying your Friday. So, 100 Days of Halloween, what are we doing? Well, my lovely yarny friend and sister Ranee over at the Woolly Llama Shop was discussing with several of us on a live that she was wanting to do a fun project for the 100 Days of Halloween. And her idea was for every day for the 100 days, she wanted to do a square with either a fall or Halloween themed motif, applique, colorway, etc., and use those squares to build a blanket and put them all together for the 100 days of Halloween. I thought it was a brilliant idea. I wanted to join in for obvious reasons. So she scoured the interwebs. She compiled this big long list of all of these different free patterns and tutorials for all of these different squares and appliques. And she decided she was going to draw them at random from Jinx, the jack-o'-lantern of joy, and provide you guys every day except for the weekends because of her work schedule with the free patterns or tutorials for either an applique or a square. And on the Friday, she draws multiples so that you guys are still covered for the weekend in case you so choose to use those ones that she has drawn. So, if you don't know our lovely Rainy, please go check her out. Her blanket is so fun. Um, it has taken a whole different direction than what she totally intended from the beginning, and I'm here for it. It is awesome. So go check her out, as well as my other Yarny friends and sisters who joined in also, but could not commit to a blanket. We have Patricia over at the Yarny Cat Crochet, who couldn't commit to the blanket. She chose to do other things with squares or appliques. She's made a crossbody bag. She's made a scarf. She's made an ami. She's made a pumpkin. Who all knows what else she's going to make? So please go check her out. Check out all of the videos of the things that she has dropped for Halloween. And then we have Nova over at Nova Gnome Creations, who was making squares, but they weren't going into a blanket either. They were going into wearables for herself and some near and dear littles in her life that she is supposed to be um, revealing during her 13 days of Halloween. And I'm looking forward to seeing how that turned out and seeing how well everybody loves their makes. So, yes, by all means, go check them out. They're always linked in these videos in the description box. So, back to the squares. So, early on, I had a lot of appointments and I was taking, we, as most of us do, we take crochet with us, small projects. Well, I was taking scrap balls and I quickly ended up with a lot of the blank squares that I would need to build this blanket. And so I decided I was going to start drawing my squares at random. So every day, from day to day, we never knew what color we were going to be working with and try and figure out what to put on it for the next day. Sometimes I have used appliques or I have done the squares that Rainey has um, pulled at random. Sometimes I've done them before she's even pulled them. And I have also taken inspiration from you guys, which I still have that long list. I wish we had more squares to put into this. Who knows? Maybe someday. Um, and then I've also taken inspiration from Patricia. I've taken inspiration from Nova. I've taken inspiration from being out in the wilds and things I'm seeing while out there on my adventures or even on TV, magazines, books. You never know. So, by drawing them at random, it has made it a little challenging some days, but we still get there. So, we've already completed um, squares 1 through 90. What I was doing is grouping them in groups of 10. Once I have 10 finished, I do a video short and upload for like a square recap before they get added into my blanket. And then we start on the next batch of 10. And so now we are working on our last batch of 10. We are on 91 through 100, and today is 94. That leaves us 6 more days, guys. 6. I cannot believe it. So let's do a little recap and get up to today's square and see what you guys said about the square, and then we'll show you. So for day 91 square, we had drawn at random this eyeball square, which is the Halloween eyeball granny square by Stitch by Fay. And all of the information for squares, if there is a pattern or a video tutorial, are in the description box for that day number square. So if you like the eyeball and you want to make the square or just the eyeball to use it on something, just look for day 91 down there. And I think it's super cute. You guys had been wanting more eyeballs, and I knew there was another one in the box. So I purposely had not been making an eyeball because I didn't want a blanket full of eyeballs. I much prefer the kitties that are all over the blanket and the ghosties. So that was day 91. And then day 92, we grew for day 92, we drew out a fluorescent bright orange. And most of you know I had a little mishap, ended up in the ER, didn't have as much time to work on my square as I had wanted to, and nothing that was in my little cardboard box of random appliques that are in process or just need put together on a square was working because of the color. So I just did some freehanding and turned it into a pumpkin square. And that was day 92. Then for day 93 square, we drew it random, and it was this deeper red with some gold trim. And thank goodness I didn't show you guys what was already on it. It was a super top secret square, and it was one that several people had been asking for since I had done a Dobby and his sock to make him a free elf. And one person in particular kept asking for a Harry Potter square. Well, I knew that trying to do an applique of an actual Harry Potter was going to be challenging, and it was going to take more time than I think that I could actually put into it at this point right now. Maybe in the future, because I do have some ideas. I've done some little sketches, but so I decided I could do his iconic glasses with the little um, bolt lightning scar, and then put HP for Harry Potter. And I like it. It turned out, I took inspiration off of a picture of a cup cozy that I saw online, and I just made some little circles, trimmed them in black, two of them, same color as the square, and then I just did a little chain across and single crocheted back, and then just sewed them down. So it was super simple, guys. And then for day 94, yesterday, and let's see what you guys said needed to go on the square. Um, and comments. So Lisa from Lisa's Knit said, "Hi, Missy. Hi, Lisa. What about a sorting hat?" Ooh, I think that one's on the list, but I'm not for sure. I'm gonna have to look. And then Joy from Find Your Joy, hi Joy, said, "Love, love, love. HP Harry Potter is represented perfectly. Thank you." And Patricia from the Yarny Cat Crochet says, "I love the pumpkin square. Oh, I love that. It is totally represents Harry Potter. I bet Sam will love that. That pretty purple and green square is my new favorite. That's the one we drew out at random yesterday. I'd love it blank. It is so beautiful. Although it would be perfect for a flamed candle because it would look like a candle was lighting up the darkness with the lighter purple in the middle like that. I do love that idea." And then Rainey from the Woolly Llama Shop said, "Good work on the HP square. Fabulous job." Thank you, Rainey. And Karen Smith, hi Karen, said, "I love your Harry Potter glasses." Thank you. And Kai Rort, "You are so creative. Love HP." Thank you. And Sam, and this one was for Sam because she kept wanting to see it. She said, "Yay, I love it. I did comment on a past video. Just do the glasses and lightning bolt. So great minds, huh? For tomorrow's square, do a white candle with bright blue flame." Um, and that's probably one of the videos that I haven't gotten into to go in and respond to your comments. I know I caught some up till the other day, but I think I'm still like now 2 or 3 days behind. Um, and then Crafty KN said, "Hello, I am very late to the party. Here from Memphis Makes. Hi, Crafty. Thanks for joining us. And we do love our Sam. Watch some past videos and wondering if you have a square that says boo on it. Yes, I do, and I will show you here in a minute. Like the trend of using long rows of crochet chains to spell out names on clothes like monogram. I did mine a little different, but I'll show you in just a second, Crafty. And then we have Amy from Hooked on Wishing, who basically is saying hi with her snail in her coffee cup and ball of yarn. And hi, Amy. So, Crafty wanted to see, let me shut that down. Um, oop, we have a yarn blanche. Let me see if I can find it. This is how we did our boo right here. I just did double crochets. I will have to go back in and figure out which day this was on to it's in a video for that day, and it gives you the information on where to find the website that I found where it tells you how to do each of the letters. So I did it that way instead of just a thin line because it was easier to put on, and I did it in fun colors. So there we go. And no update on this today. I have not added any squares because, like I said, we're trying to be strategic right now because I know we are down to the very end and I need to make sure I'm going to be able to fit those extra large appliques on there. So the square that we pulled yesterday was this one that turned out to be Patricia's new favorite because it starts with this very light purple, goes out to darker, then it goes to like a midnight purple, and then to a black, and then it's trimmed out in neon green. So we did decide to leave it blank because we're being strategic. And like I said, once I get the squares all on there, onto the blanket, and get them placed for I so I can figure out where to put those extra large appliques. I do have additional appliques that are smaller I have not used yet that will probably find homes on some of these once everything gets figured out. But now that we're down to the last of them, I know it's getting crazy. So, without further ado, let's draw for day 95 and see what color of square we're working with because we don't have that many left to go. All righty. Let's mix them up. Okay, we've got purple. And it's like a grape purple. So, I'm going to have to think on this one what we can put on it. I may dig through the box and see out of some of the smaller ones that are ready, or almost ready because they're not quite done, and see. But as usual, you guys can put your suggestions and your guesses in the comment section. And maybe I'll sneak in there tonight, later this evening. And for those of you who have watched the video, see what you guys are saying should go on the purple. So there we go. Purple for tomorrow, like a grapey purple. Alrighty, so we have one final piece of business, and that is opening our October 24th, our 6th day of the Halloween yarn advent calendar from um, Wildflower Yarns. And it is called In My Pastel Goth Era. And it was a pre order back in July. And when I saw it, I just, even though it's a mystery and you never know from day to day what it's going to be. So let's see what we got today. I'll show you the last 5 days for those because we do have some new ones. This was the first day. This was the second day. Here's our third day, the fourth day. And then this was yesterday's. It's got purples and just gorgeous and so sparkly. I don't know if my lighting is picking up the sparkles. There, you might be seeing it a little bit. Okay, so let's see. Let's see what's on there today. Okay, this one is way different. Let's put this off to the side. This one is definitely different. It's more a whitish gray with black and some purple, some pink, and I'm seeing some green, some yellow, some orange, some fuchsia. Look at that. Just all different kinds of colors in there. And they're neons. And it's sparkly. It's sparkly. Oh my gosh, guys. Look at that. You can see the colors in there. So pretty. You see the purples. I think you can see the sparkle in it too, especially in the black. You can see it more. So gorgeous. Let's put her on the tuna sandok to go with her sisters. There we go, guys. 6 days. 6 days. And we've got more to go. So we will open up the next one for October 25th. Correct? Yes. October 25th is tomorrow. So there we go. And I guess with that, guys, I'm going to let you guys go. Don't forget, put your suggestions or your guesses in the comment section and come back tomorrow for day 95 and see what we did with the purple square. I think it goes super cool with this one. That would have matched really good if it was trimmed in the green. But oh well. So with that, guys, I'm going to leave you to the rest of your Friday. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I hope you get some crafty, fun, and crochet time in. And I will see you back tomorrow for day 95. Bye, guys. Love you bunches.